Hello and welcome back to Hardcore English Learning. This channel is all about helping people increase not just their English knowledge, but their English speaking ability. Okay, regular plural noun pronunciation. Today we want to talk about regular plural noun pronunciation. Just some announcements really quick. So I stopped numbering the videos and assigning them to a series, because any one video could be part of multiple different series. Like this video is a pronunciation video and a noun video, so it would be useful for someone just trying to learn about nouns and useful for someone just trying to learn about pronunciation. So I will probably make a playlist called nouns or some similar name, and a playlist called pronunciation or some similar name, and add this episode to nouns and to pronunciation. And I would like freedom to be able to resequence episodes later if I like. So no more numbers on episodes. So last time we talked about regular plural spelling, and what is regular? What is a regular noun? Normally it would be nouns where you just add s or es. I did talk about words ending in the letter Y in that same video because it is pretty similar, and today I will as well. You can use the same pronunciation rules. Irregular nouns are nouns that just completely get a different form in the plural. But also, some people will disagree about some words. Are they regular or are they irregular? So some kinds of words will not be in this video, but we'll get special videos in the series in the future. So today will be regular plural pronunciation, and also at some future time we will make episodes about irregular nouns, uncountable nouns, and subject and object pronouns. Uncountable nouns would just be stuff like water, bread, rice, corn, candy, time, and we can talk about them in greater detail in a future episode. A noun is a person, a thing, a place, or an idea, because an idea is a thing. Okay, regular plural noun spelling review. So just really quickly, last video we talked about nouns ending in a consonant plus y. We'll just get by-y, add ies rule. So lady, L-A-D-Y. So you look at your letter before y, it is a consonant, D is a consonant. Consonant means not a vowel. Lady, so by-y, and add ies, ladies. For a vowel before a y, you keep y and just add s. So a vowel, play, P-L-A-Y, and our letter before y is a vowel, so we just add s, plays. And vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes y. So a really simple review of your spelling from last time. Consonant, well, at least for letters ending in y, words ending in y. Consonant y, by-y, add ies. Vowel y, just add s. Now, for most words not ending in y, most words, you will just add s. But after s, z, sh, ch, x, and sometimes o, you will usually add es. And so I do say usually, because there will be some times when ch is not pronounced like ch, it is pronounced like a k, and it will not follow this rule. So we are talking about these letters when they are pronounced in their main pronunciations, or sometimes ch can be pronounced like an sh in some words and different stuff. As long as it is an s component pronunciation, it will get es. It is really almost every time. It is pretty rare, but you can get some exceptions. And for the letter O, you cannot get clear rules. Any rule you try is just not really great. So you just need to learn word by word what words get es and what words get s. Now, in a future video, we'll talk about weird times when we replace different letters and do different stuff. But for now, most words just add S after S, Z, SH, CH, X, and sometimes O, add ES. But just remember, for all of them except O, we are talking about S component pronunciations. Okay, today we are talking about pronunciation. So not talking about spelling anymore. Simple pronunciation rules for words ending in S, nouns, plural nouns, ending in S and ES. So usually you stay voiced after a voiced sound, stay unvoiced after an unvoiced sound, and you add a syllable pronounced is after S, Z, SH, CH, X, and J sounds. It does not say after O for pronunciation rules, because after O we already wrote an E, or we did not. So now we do not care about adding letters and stuff. We are just pronouncing based on letters already written. There will be some words that end with some kind of a sound and then a letter E. And so our spelling rules let us just add an S. But of course, as a result, you get an ES. And some of those words are making an S component sound, like the word face, F-A-C-E. Well, C-E is an alternate spelling of S sound sometimes. And, you know, we were talking about spelling before. So it ended using an E, you still add just an S. And anytime you would add ES, but an E is already present, you just add S. Okay. But now we are talking about simple pronunciation rules for S and ES, and our rules are really simple. Stay voiced after voiced, unvoiced after unvoiced, and add a syllable pronounced is after S, Z, SH, CH, X, and J sounds. So, what is voiced and unvoiced? So a voiced sound is a sound using your voice. So you can put your finger kind of on your neck and feel on your throat, but it is the front of your neck, and you can feel your voice being used for a lot of sounds, and a lot of sounds are not voiced. And of course, I made a list of unvoiced sounds that are not S component sounds. And it says unvoiced: F, K, P, T, and sometimes TH sounds. So what do we mean? Well, the F sound is no voice. You put your finger on your neck and say and you will not feel it on your finger. Now remember, we're talking about sound, so the the F sound could be spelled PH sometimes, and actually sometimes GH, and different spellings. So we care about sound. But it is your basic F sound. K sound, k, 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 no voice. Of course, K is sometimes, or a K sound can sometimes be represented by a letter C or QUE. Spelling is not important for pronunciation now, for pronunciation rules for S and ES, just sounds. So a K sound. P sound, p, 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 no voice. And T sound, t, 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 no voice. T, 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 no voice. Sometimes TH sounds, and well, what do I really mean? Well, there are two main kinds of TH sounds. There is a voiced TH, 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 and there's an unvoiced TH, th, th. So unvoiced TH is in a word like think, but a voiced TH is in a word like there. So unvoiced TH, of course, is unvoiced. So sometimes TH makes an unvoiced sound. Okay. So we will not be adding a syllable to a word after a voiced or unvoiced sound unless it is an S component sound. S, Z, SH, traditional CH, normal CH sound, X sound, or J sound. Okay. So some words: cars, car, singular, car. The R sound uses your voice, so you add S. and your S is going to be pronounced still using your voice. So what does it mean? Well, S is an unvoiced sound, but adding voice to it, to a mild S, creates a Z sound. Z. So, cars, your S will be pronounced like a Z. It is voiced. Stop, stop. It uses P sound, a P sound, and the P sound is unvoiced. So your S will be pronounced unvoiced. S. Stops. Stops is still one syllable. We did not add a syllable to car, and we did not add a syllable to stop. Cars, stops, still just one syllable. Okay, buzz, B-U-Z-Z, as a singular. It ends in an S component sound. Z sound, Z. Remember, if it ends in S, Z, SH, CH, X, or J sound, we are going to add a syllable. So now our plural will not be just one syllable, it will be two syllables. And our ES syllable will be pronounced is. So your plural will be pronounced buzzes. Buzzes. I am really saying is to you, telling you to pronounce it is. Sometimes people will say es or us or us or some lazy sound, and it is fine, and all of them are fine, and sometimes maybe is a little too specific to say it needs to be pronounced exactly is, but it is a good base pronunciation for you to use. Okay, so buzzes, singular buzz, one syllable. A syllable is a part of a word, and basically it is every time you open your mouth. So you can put your finger on your chin, and every time it drops during a word, you said a new syllable, usually. So buzz is a single syllable. Buzzes is two syllables. Okay. All right, there were your simple pronunciation rules for S and ES, and if you are a beginner or you just do not want to spend a lot of time, you can stop now. There is more to learn about it, but you can just stop now and go to a different video. And at some future time, I will probably just make a video that stops now, just for people that want a quick, simple rule. You know, it was not super, super quick. I wanted to give you some details, but you can stop now. Now, people wanting to learn more, we can go on and get you some more information and make your understanding more, basically let you understand more. Okay, so more information. We cared about letters for spelling. We just care about sounds for pronunciation. So look at S and notice it can also be spelled C-E. To create an S sound in a word, it can be spelled C-E. And actually, probably you can imagine different ways to spell it as well. But mostly S and C-E. I'm just putting some alternate spellings on my page, not all. So some words ending in a Z sound, it will be spelled S-E. It's okay. We will still apply our same pronunciation rules. SH is sometimes spelled TI. Now that would not be at the end of a word, okay, but it is an alternate spelling of the SH sound. Actually, the SH sound is sometimes spelled CH in some special situations. So, and probably a few more situations. In fact, SS sometimes creates an SH sound, or SSI. So you get a lot of different spellings. It does not matter, but we just care about sounds at ends of words. Okay, CH. CH, of course, it makes a sound like TSH. So, like the CH sound really is just a T sound followed by an SH sound. Really quickly kind of combined. But you could spell that sound using different combinations of letters. It is not always spelled using CH. X. In fact, in some words you would get actually T and S and H. But for X, it makes two possible sounds for X. X is an unvoiced sound, like KS, and Gz, a voiced sound, GZ. We just care about sounds. And J, well, the J sound, it is really rare to find a letter J as your final letter in a word, but some words do use it. And I believe I included an example on a page we will get to later if you stay for advanced stuff. But of course, the J sound can be spelled G-E in some situations. Not every time. Sometimes G-E is a G sound and an E sound. But in some situations, it can be a J sound. And G-I will sometimes produce a J sound. Not usually, as the last few letters in a word. But just to remind you, we really do not care about the letters producing the sound. We just care about their pronunciation. So we're going to use the pronunciation of the singular to tell us the pronunciation of S or ES. Do we need to be adding a syllable or not? Do we need to be pronouncing S like S or like Z? Okay. Well, now maybe you feel like an intermediate student, you got a little more information, a little more talking about it, and maybe it is all you want, so you can just skip to a different video. But for advanced people, you want some more understanding, and to really understand more about pronunciation, we can talk some more about it. And I just want to say, if you have not already, just take a minute to click subscribe if you want more episodes like this, and you can also click a little picture of a bell next to it so you can be reminded and not miss any future episodes. And I am going to be putting out a lot of episodes about simple rules you can use. Not all of them will be simple, but these, and you will see at the summary that it really is a simple rule. These are some simple rules you can take 10 minutes to learn, 20 minutes to learn, and for the rest of your life you can apply them to all your English and just sound a lot more natural. And also it will improve a significant percentage of your sentences. I mean, plural nouns are used a lot. And most plural nouns are regular. Okay, advanced. So S component sounds. Why in the world am I calling these S component sounds? I did not explain it to less advanced people, and it's okay. But now I will tell you. So the S sound is built on the S sound. It actually is the S sound. So of course it has S as a component. In fact, S is its only component. S. But Z, the Z sound, Z, is an S component sound. Part of that sound is S. You are going to put your mouth in the same position as you do to create a mild S sound, but you will just add your voice to it, and it produces Z. Z really is S, but plus voice. So S plus voice. So it is an S component sound. SH. Your traditional SH sound is an S sound, and there are two different things you can do to your mouth to produce the SH sound, but both of them are based on an S sound. So you could start from an S sound, and I will talk about one way of doing it. You can start from an S sound and kind of make a kissing face. So you will put your lips forward a little bit like you are trying to kiss somebody maybe, and it would be suddenly it will make it an SH sound. So it is based on an S sound. Of course, CH is an S component sound because it is just a T sound plus an SH sound, and we already said SH is an S component sound. So, of course, it explains it. X. Of course, X creates S component sounds because X is pronounced like KS and GZ. And we already said S and Z are S sounds, or S-related sounds, S component sounds. And it surprises many people to learn J is an S component sound. The J sound is an S component sound. Well, what sound does J make? Well, J makes two different sounds, and you can use different letter combinations also to get J sounds. So one sound that the letter J can produce is a sound I cannot represent just using an English letter. So I am using a phonics symbol from a certain phonetic spelling system. Of course, different dictionaries in different lands use different phonetic systems to represent different sounds. I am using I am using a particular character representing a sound pronounced Z. Z is like a Z sound and a kissing face. So it is not S and kissing face, it is Z and kissing face. So again, it is built on Z, and Z is built from S. So it is an S component sound. In fact, zh is sometimes spelled using an S and sometimes using a Z. And we can look at garage. There are two accepted pronunciations for the word garage. You can say, and I am emphasizing zh a bit, zh, garage. You can say garage, and you can say garage. But for now I will say garage. And so you can see it is using GE, it is a J sound spelling, but making a zh sound. Leisure, zh, leisure. Leisure uses an S to produce a zh sound, or to represent a zh sound. And seizure, seizure, zh. Z is representing zh. Z is representing a zh sound. So you can see J is really related to S and Z. Now, J also produces a different sound, j, j, j. Like, well, I will show you some examples. So I wrote garage again, but now I am pronouncing the D in it, and some people do. So garage. I will not complain about it, but some people do add. So the j, j, j sound is really just adding a D sound before zh, really fast and kind of combining it. So again, still based on S. And you can get garage, refrigerator, refrigerator, and this is kind of an interesting word, Raj. Okay, its meaning is just not important. This is not like a super important word, and it's not commonly used, but it is spelled R-A-J. And, you know, most words ending in J are going to be borrowed from a different language, probably from India or someplace, but it gets adopted, I guess, brought into English. It becomes an English word, and it would follow pronunciation rules of English. Okay. So again, now you know my reason for saying S component sounds, S component sounds. And it is actually also the reason we pronounce stuff as we do. The reason you cannot just go directly from a Z sound to an S sound and not add a syllable is we do add syllables after S component sounds because it would just be difficult to distinguish blending from one S component sound into an S or Z sound. You need some kind of an is or some kind of a vowel sound to separate your two S component sounds. So we add a syllable and you get is for your pronunciation, your ES pronunciation. So is for your ES pronunciation only after S component sounds. It does not add a syllable after a non-S component sound. Okay, so summary for regular plural noun, S and ES pronunciation. And now you see it is a simple, easy rule to remember. I spent a lot of time talking about it, but it is simple and easy to remember, and all your life now, your English can be better if you practice it and apply it, make your knowledge into actual ability. Put your knowledge into practice. So, voiced after voiced, unvoiced after unvoiced, and is after S, Z, SH, CH, X, and J sounds. S, Z, SH, CH, X, and J sounds are S component sounds. So it works for our Y words as well. Party, okay? T is a consonant, by Y, add IES, parties. You continue to pronounce your last syllable vowel sound as you did for your singular word. Party, letter Y is pronounced E, so you just add an E is a voiced sound, so you just add a Z sound, a voiced S, so it is a Z sound. Parties. Parties. You did not add a syllable. Party is already two syllables. Party. and you make it plural, parties, parties, still two syllables. Okay, try. Now your letter Y is pronounced I, not E, but it is okay. It is part of your singular pronunciation, and try can be a noun. And as a singular noun, it is pronounced try. Well, Y is after a consonant, so by Y, add IES, and you will not be adding a syllable. You will just use our rule of voiced after voiced, because I is a voiced sound. So tries, voiced after voiced. Okay, it works. Now, you will notice a few words ending in ES where this rule will not work. They are irregular. It is not a bad rule. It is just irregular nouns, like the word crisis. So this rule does not work for the word crisis, because making it plural, you will pronounce it crises. You notice we did not add S to crisis, and we did not add ES. We actually went and spelled it differently. This is just an irregular noun, and a lot of Greek nouns ending in IS will be pluralized by saying by IS, add ES, but it does not follow normal pronunciation rules for regular plural nouns. So we can talk about it in a special video about irregular nouns at a later time. So some examples, okay? Stomachs. Oh, tricky. STOMACHS. Now, S, Z, SH, CH, X, and J sounds. We are going to pronounce, we are going to add a syllable, but wait a minute. This is not a CH sound, not a normal CH sound. It is not an S component sound. It is a K sound. In some words, CH can be pronounced like K. Stomach, not stomach. A word pronounced stomach does not exist, but would be pluralized as stomaches. But it does not exist. Our word is pronounced stomach, a K sound. So unvoiced, your S will be unvoiced, stomachs. Still two syllables, stomach, stomachs. Okay, so it is a little trick. It is really rare. Most CH pronunciations really get a more traditional sound. Okay, next is cars. Okay, cars. Okay, planets. Planets. No syllable added. Mazes. Singular, it would be spelled M-A-Z-E. Your singular would be spelled M-A-Z-E. So, you just add S, because after E you just add S. But it is an S component sound, so for your pronunciation you will add a syllable. Maze is one syllable. Maze. Mazes, two syllables. Mazes. Okay? Stairs. Now, this is not stars. It is stairs. So S-T-A-R-E can be a noun. And you can add S to it. After E, you just add S. And your pronunciation will not add a syllable because it is not after an S component sound. It is after er. Er is a voice sound. Er. Stare. R sound. So, stairs. Okay, and next, classes. Well, class. S is an S component sound. So we added ES after S, and we pronounce it as is. Classes. Adding a syllable. Class is one syllable. Classes is two syllables. Okay, so just for some review, and this I'm going to go super fast. You did it before. You want to really do it, go back to your earlier video. Spell the plural nouns, okay? Dog, car, day, yo-yo, club, and toy. And your spellings are as you see. We added just an S to dogs. Most words do add just S. It did not end in Y. It did not end in an S component sound, so we are okay. And it did not end in O, so we just add S. Cars, we just added S. Days, we just added S because it is Y after a vowel. Okay, and yo-yos, we just added S because sometimes you just add S and sometimes ES, but for yo-yos you really do just add S. Club, we just added S, and toy, we just added S, so you get clubs and toys. And of course, I just pronounced them all for you, but can you remember your correct pronunciations, or can you just apply your 3 simple rules and pronounce them yourself? I'll wait just a second. Well, a few. Okay, all of these words end in voiced sounds. G is a voice sound. R is a voice sound. Day is a voice sound. A. O is a voice sound. B, the B sound is a voiced sound, and toy, oi, 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 oi is a voiced sound. So all of your S's are pronounced like Z. Okay, next. Spell the plurals of talk, kit, kite, stop, result, and cliff. Again, I am just going really fast. You can pause it if you want to actually test yourself, or just go back to an earlier video. Okay, no S component sounds, no Y's, so all of them are just going to add S. And it is a bit of a trick. We can look at our spellings. Okay, so talk, we just added S, and kit, and kite, and stop, and result, we just added S, and cliff, we just added S. Now, in a future video, we will talk about some special situations where you actually will replace F and use a by F, add VES rule. But cliffs does not use it, so we just add S. All right, so take a second and pronounce a word, and I will pronounce it after you. Okay, so plural of talk, talks. No voice, you keep unvoiced. I will just let you do them all real quick, so just read them all. Okay, all of them are using unvoiced sounds, so you would just pronounce your S's like S's, including kites. A lot of people see ES and assume it must be pronounced is. No, it is not after an S component sound. We are not adding a syllable. It is just kites. Okay, talks, kits, kites, stops, results, cliffs. Okay, next, spell the plurals of play, Tuesday, try, duty, toy, and I. Okay, going quickly. Play, you just add an S because Y is after a vowel. Tuesday, same. Try, by Y, add IES because Y was after a consonant. Duty, same. Toy, Y was after a vowel. Do not take away your Y, just add S. And I. It did not end in Y. Y is in it, but it does not end in Y. And it does not end in an S component sound. So just add S. Any exceptions will be in later videos. Really, really just a few. So, pronounce them all. Okay, plays, voiced after voiced. Tuesdays, voiced after voiced. Tries, voiced after voiced. Duties, and of course you can underpronounce your T and say duties, it is okay. But it's still, we are just adding a Z sound. I'm sorry, yeah, it is voiced after voiced. So, okay, toys, voiced after voiced, and eyes, voiced after voiced. No extra syllables. Okay, spell the plurals of spice, box, place, cage, boss, and you can say boss or you can say boss, and glaze. Okay, spice, you just add S because it is after an E. And maybe you say, well, CE is an S component sound, so we add ES, but your E is already present, so just add S. Box, you will add ES. It is not a letter Y, but it is an S component sound. Remember your list, S, Z, SH, CH, X, and sometimes O for spelling. So you will be adding ES. Remember, for pronunciation, it is J, because it is an S component sound. We use a J rule. But for spelling, it is after O. Well, it is after an S component sound and letter. So we just add ES, okay? Place, you just add S because it is after E. Cage, same. Boss, you add ES because it is after S. And glaze, you just add S because E is already present. Okay, so pronounce all of our words. Okay, spices, you do add a syllable. It is after an S component sound. Boxes, you add a syllable after an S component sound. Places, you add a syllable, pronounced is after an S component sound. Cages, remember, GE pronounced like a J, it is an S component sound, add a syllable. Bosses, same rule, and glazes, same rule. Please remember to click the like button if you learned anything. It really helps the channel a lot. Click the subscribe button if you want more episodes like this, and look at our channel page. There are episodes about different English subjects.